Nick, as a captain, what's your message to your teammates after a loss like that?
Not too much. I mean, just stay positive. I think we were the better team for pretty much most of that game, and just didn't score. And that Vasilevsky kind of won them that game. So I thought everyone played a great game. Just didn't get the result, and ready to go down to Tampa and win Game 7.
Everybody was really very involved, sacrificing, hitting, and blocking shots. If you guys play like that again in Tampa, you feel you guys can win that?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, if we play like that, probably win most of those games. So, just sticking with what has made us successful. We've gone down there and won, so we're confident that we can go in there and win another one.
Is this the closest series you've ever been a part of?
Probably. I mean, when we went to the Cup final, we went to Game 7 too, and in the first round. So, it's really tight out there. Both teams, are very detailed in in what they're trying to do. So, it's tight for sure.
Nick, it's not the ending that you were looking for, but is it one of the best 0-0 games that you've been playing before that overtime?
Yeah, I mean, it was a great hockey game. Both teams had a lot of desperation. It just sucks that we didn't come out on top, but just kind of got to reset and not get too down after that.
It's such a tight game. I guess you would have liked to see the power play find a way to score.
I feel like, we did everything but score, so I don't know. I was pretty happy with the power play.
When you saw Lane.
Through an experience like that, and you guys kept your composure all the way through.
We did. It's not easy to come into this building and know how excited our fan base is and want it so badly to be able to stay composed like that. I was really happy with our group, and like I said, it's we're not surprised that it's ending up in game 7, and we have a lot of confidence that we can go down there and find a win.
Comment était l'atmosphère dans le vestiaire avant la prolongation?
Il était bon, honnêtement. On se parlait, on avait beaucoup d'énergie, on était confiants, donc on a aimé ça beaucoup.
Pas trop de nervosité?
Je pense que non, honnêtement. Je suis impressionné.
You've been good on the road all season. Moins de buts, mais celui où il y a eu plus de chances de marquer. À part le fait que les arbitres vous ont grosso modo laissé jouer, qu'est-ce que tu as vu dans le game qui faisait que c'était plus ouvert?
Ouais, je pense qu'il y a plus d'opportunités pour jouer, puis jouer fort, comme la façon que c'est normal en série. Donc, je pense qu'il y avait beaucoup de flow dans la game. Puis, comme j'ai dit, on a généré beaucoup de chances, on a juste pas scoré.
You've been better on the road than at home all season. What kind of confidence does that give you guys?
Yeah, definitely. The whole series has been trading chances. Each team has won one, lost one, and so it's our turn.
With Dobish looking at Vasilevsky.
Donc, ça aurait pu aller d'un côté comme de l'autre.
Un match de 0-0 avec autant d'intensité et quand même de chances de marquer tout ça, n'as-tu vécu souvent?
Non, pas autant que ça avec l'offensive des deux côtés qu'il y a. C'était assez impressionnant, puis malheureusement, ils ont eu le petit bounce à la fin.
Philippe, tu as fait partie de plusieurs séries éliminatoires. Te souviens-tu d'avoir vu deux équipes aussi nez à nez, que ce soit aussi proche comme ça pendant une série complète?
Peut-être une fois, mais aussi offensif que ça, non. Là, avec des grosses chances, des 2 contre 1, des échappées. Non, je n'ai pas eu. Donc c'est la première fois.
Comment ça fait que ça a été plus ouvert ce soir? Ça a été tellement du time-checking depuis le début de la série, puis ce soir, beaucoup de chances de parler là.
Ils étaient plus agressifs sur leur forecheck, donc ça crée des chances pour nous à certaines occasions.
J'ai l'impression.
Petites erreurs peut-être.
Excuse. J'ai l'impression que les arbitres nous ont laissé jouer plus aussi un peu.
Ouais, ben là, souvent à la fin de la série, là, chaque call est vraiment important, puis il y en a encore les 4 de chaque côté, donc c'est even.
C'est quoi la façon d'aborder la suite? Comment on parle à une jeune équipe?
Même plan. Il ne faut pas aller dans un roller coaster, il faut rester steady. Faut garder notre baromètre à 5, puis faire partie de la game. Puis c'est peut-être même d'oublier pour l'an 7, on va apprendre de ça, puis ouais, on va espérer aller chercher une grosse win là-bas.
J'imagine que tu t'attendais pas.
And yeah, it's we just got to find a way to put a couple more in.
And the goalposts stood tall tonight.
They were great. Yeah, the goalposts were great.
The tightness of this series is
yeah.
really something.
Yeah, it's hopefully we can control our own destiny, but sometimes when it comes to a Game 7, it could come down to a bounce. So hopefully the posts are nice to us.
Going into that building knowing that you've already beaten them before in this series, is that give you a little bit of comfort and confidence going in?
Yeah, I think just our overall play the last 6 games, there's no reason why we don't feel confident going into the next game.
And do you feel there's something to fix or just repeat the same kind of effort and you might have a chance to win over there?
Yeah, I think just repeat. When it comes to playoffs, it's all the little details in the game, and if we stick to those and focus in on those, we'll have a good chance.
Mark, you talked a lot about having clarity through chaos. How do you think the young players handle the chaos tonight?
Pretty good. I think we gave ourselves a really good chance of ending this series, and again, it comes down to a bounce at the end that doesn't go our way, but I don't know what the analytics say, but I felt like we had a really good chance of winning tonight.
The officiating was a little bit different tonight. They let some plays slide. How did you guys appreciate that?
Yeah, I mean, we obviously just want to play 5-on-5. I feel like our team is at its best when we're just flowing and running through the lines and keeping going and playing fast. And earlier on in the series especially, I think the penalties on both sides, I'm sure Tampa feels the same way, that they just want to play 5-on-5. So who knows how it's going to be called next game, but yeah.
It'd be nice to know.
Yeah, I don't know. It's fine.
Was it well?
Going at it, so it'll be fun.
How can you describe how tight the series is? Just every element of it.
Yeah, I mean, I think we just kind of play similar offensively. It's super tight checking. Everyone's defending so hard. Not much space out there, but it's a fun series to be a part of, and I guess we got to look at it positively that we're going to Game 7, and it's going to be fun.
How tough was the PK in overtime?
How tough was it? We had some good chances, so I think we're, like I said, a shot away from advancing. Had a pretty good chance. We had a couple pucks rattle around there, so could have been over there, but it isn't, and we're excited for the new opportunity.
Are you surprised with the amount of scoring chances there was tonight compared to all the previous games before?
Maybe a little bit, but they needed to have that push, and they did, and they played a good game, but so did we. So it was just a good game.
With the power play that you guys have had all year and having so much success, having the few opportunities that you did tonight and not being able to score, is that disappointing, or you guys look back at that and maybe say we can get one on the power play to make a difference?
Yeah, it was a 1-0 game, so we'd love to score every power play we get, but it sucks that things haven't been going in, but it's not a lack of opportunity or chances. Pucks are rattling around there, so hopefully we get one. But if not, we just gotta find a different way.
Is there more to take from this game tonight? Like collectively, you guys seem to play for each other so much tonight.
Yeah, I think we've been doing that all series, honestly. But I mean, it's hard to close out a series, and I've never been in this position. A lot of guys haven't been in this position, so it would have been cool for sure at home. But we have a new chance to try to do it in Tampa.
Bonsoir.
Jérémy Filosa. C'est un match aussi serré entre deux équipes qui donnent tout, qui laissent tout. À quel point c'est difficile d'accepter que c'est un bounce qui fait la différence.
Ben, c'était toute une game de hockey. Moi, je pense que c'est deux équipes qui ont joué leur meilleure game de la série. On a eu nos chances. J'ai adoré le match, à part le résultat qui est décevant, mais c'est it's meant to be. C'est le destin qui veut que notre jeune équipe, bien joueurs qui n'ont jamais joué ça une game set. Je pense que ça fait partie de notre parcours. Puis il faut embrace. Hein?
Il faut que t'accueilles, t'acceptes.
Accueille, accepte, apprécier le moment. Puis c'est de se relever. Puis let's go.
Évidemment, tu parles de se relever parce que vous avez perdu, mais j'ai l'impression que si vous venez avec la même partie, vous avez des grandes chances aussi.
Oui, c'est sûr.
Comment tu vois la suite?
Oui, la suite, c'est se lever puis aller refaire ça encore. T'sais, on a joué un excellent match.
And Marty, just based on what you just said, there was plenty of pressure on your team tonight to close this out. The fact that they came out without exhibiting that they felt that pressure.
Yeah, no.
What kind of confidence does that give you going to the next opportunity?
Tons of confidence. We're a confident group. We believe in what we do, how we do it. I mean, we played our game tonight. This is probably one of the best games I've seen, this young group play, and you just got to embrace the situation. And, things are meant to be. I think it was meant to be for our growth to go play Game 7. I think it's going to help us for what's next for us.
I guess further to that, if it meant to be for your growth in Game 7, you've already shown so much growth through games 1 to 6. Tonight, under the circumstances, I thought that was probably Demidov's best game of the series.
Mm-hmm.
Caulfield was more involved. Like, just what kind of growth are you seeing in real time as you're watching your team play?
I thought, those guys had their best game of the series, and I think it's that's what we need, So, no, you can't buy these reps like this. These guys are getting unbelievable reps right now, and it's fun to watch. I keep telling them I got the best seat in the house.
A lot of fans, I imagine, were on the verge of a heart attack watching that game. On the bench, I mean, you have the youngest team in the playoffs. What was it like, and what impressed you most about it?
No, it was I felt we were calm, through the chaos and stuff. Like, I felt like we were good. There was no panic. We just had everybody going tonight. It's unfortunate you don't get the result, but like, what a hockey game.
Salut Martin. J'allais justement te parler du calme et du chaos. C'est une expression que tu as beaucoup utilisée dans les derniers jours. Comment tu décrirais le chaos qu'il y avait dans ce match-là, puis comment tes joueurs ont réagi face à ça?
Il y en a toujours du chaos. Le hockey, c'est une game d'erreur. Tu essaies de limiter ça, puis c'est bruyant, puis les émotions et tout. Faut que tu restes à la tâche, puis faut que tu te calmes entre les chiffres, faut que tu restes focus.
C'est un des meilleurs matchs, probablement le meilleur match de la série. Tu as-tu de la misère des fois à regarder le tableau et comprendre que c'est encore 0-0, le nombre de chances qu'il y avait?
Tellement de chances A, mais quand tu es capable d'avoir ces chances-là, c'est toujours encourageant, c'est bon signe. Les deux gardiens ils ont été excellents ce soir. C'est dur de ne pas aimer cette game-là, même si tu perds.
Salut, coach. Les gars dans la chambre sembleraient avoir beaucoup de confiance pour le match numéro 7 dimanche. On voyait des gars qui ont fait 4 overtime, se sentent bien, se sentent en confiance, même après avoir perdu un match. Qu'est-ce que ça te dit tant qu'il y a l'évolution du sentiment dans la chambre?
Mais je pense que c'est où ce qu'on est. Puis on n'avait pas un temps précis, comment toutes les choses allaient se dérouler dans notre croissance et tout. Mais c'est là qu'on est présentement. On est une très bonne équipe de hockey. Puis on se fait défier les obstacles en avant de nous autres. C'est ces choses-là qui t'amènent à un autre niveau encore. Fait qu'il faut que tu t'apprécies, embrace. Tous ces mots-là.
Dernière question pour Patrick. Martin, quand tu parles de jouer défensivement, de s'élever à un autre niveau, as-tu l'impression que Lane Hutson a atteint cette deuxième vitesse-là ce soir, surtout au niveau défensif?
Oui, je te dirais que comme le reste du groupe, je trouve qu'on est très, très connectés ensemble. Puis on prend ça à cœur, ce côté-là de la glace. C'est pas toujours facile avec les joueurs qui ont aussi. Mais on travaille.
Merci, Martin.
OK, merci.